Hello, folks. I have 5 samples from Elixir fragrances, and I just wanted to share my thoughts and feelings. Previously, I reviewed their Assam Prime and also the Shamama Extreme. So let's get started. I just wanted to share my thoughts and maybe compare with other oils I've tried over the years. Let's start with Lan Yang. It's a Laos oud. Forgive my pronunciation. I probably butchered everything. It's a Laos oud, and it has a Laos kick that we would call somewhat barn. So anyone who loves strong Hindi ouds would love this type of oil. Typically, the old school Laos oils were extremely harsh and hard and fecal. And this one, it's got the kick, but it's not as harsh, or it's not a harsh actually, and it's not smooth. But um, what can I say? Laos oud is it's like hard wood, um, sort of barn or fecal, but not in the Hindi way. It's very hard to explain. Um, but when you apply it, after you apply it, actually it it becomes sweet to me and floral, which others may disagree. But um, it's a really nice oil to wear when you're alone and no one's around. But it's nice. The other oil is called Cloyam Chan. It's a Cambodian oil, and he mentioned, or Elixir Fragrances mentioned, it's copper distilled, and he thinks it's the copper note in the opening. Um, I don't know what it is in the opening. I have not smelled it in normal commercial produced Cambodian oils, even though they're copper distilled. But to me, I would call it like a bee honey, like honey with pollen in it, like a sting. I don't know how to explain that, but a sting. And then it later becomes a sweet Cambodian type of oud, totally different from Thai oud or oud from Thailand, which are typically very, I guess, fruity and tutti fruity, sweet like that. But this one, uh, he said it's from Koh Kong, I believe, and it's uh, it's just like a sweet wood. It's kind of like a uplifting kind of fragrance. So I just want to say that. Um, the next one is Adam Raja, which is a Sri Lankan oud. So when I first smelled it, it reminded me on the top note we're talking about as a old school Malaysian oud, like the orange kind, which smells like fermented. Um, Usually, those Malaysians are very difficult to adjust to. It's kind of like, do I like it or do I not like it? But this one, it's got that backbone similar to that, but it's not as hard or harsh. Let's put it that way. So it's like nose friendly. So it's got that slight ferment note. I smelled other Sri Lankan ouds, and even by top distillers, and this one smells much like one of the other ones I've tried that was artisanal, and it's not those like super clean, bright Sri Lankan. So this one's got a deep base, like in the beginning, and later, yeah, it sweetens out, and that top note goes away, but it's really classic. Um, it has longevity as well, and I have tried Sri Lankan oud distilled in India, which actually, you won't believe it, it could be barnyard and smell like vomit, but then later it becomes a Sri Lankan smell. But this is nothing like that. The next oil, it's called Uttara Kalimantan, which he mentioned is Malinau from Indonesia, and this is not the dark, old school, like heavily soaked Malinau, which to me I really love that kind. But this is not that type of serious, dark, heavy smell. Um, in fact, it reminds me of some Malaysian oils that are like very light and bright in the opening, and this one actually gave me a smile on my face when I opened it and smelled it, which I normally don't smile when I smell oud, but this one gave me a smile, so that's a good sign. Um, Very sweet and pleasant aroma that anyone could enjoy. It has a classic Malinau. I've smelled high grade Malinau oils or Malaysian oils that were from, I guess, probably nearby where this was, the wood from this was from, or the same species maybe. And it's just pleasant, sweet. I don't know how to explain this oil, but it's one of the best that I've smelled actually. Oh, and no peanut shell or peanut notes, which I really loved, and no bug spray. So those are some of the positive points. My last one here, and I'm a hardcore Hindi oud lover. So this is called Hindi 90. So I guess it's a Hindi oud that's aged for quite a number of years. And this one, most people are afraid of Hindi ouds or the barnyard. So this does have it, but it's like clean. Maybe the equine horse kind, no bovine cow, or like a pigsty. So that's the nice part. It's so smooth and sweet and diffusive, and it's long lasting, and it's just aged. I mean, the age just does something. When this was young, it was probably a really wild, hard, barney oil, but it's very clean, smooth, and really beautiful. I would say it ranks in my top two Hindi ouds I ever tried in my life, and really nice, really nice. That's all I can say. Elixir Fragrances has a nice variety of oils for people of different tastes and preferences. So, thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy some of their offerings. Thank you.